All right, to some movie and TV talk. Before we start, I want to give a shout out to my cousin. She has a podcast, the Cubicle Chronicles. I don't know where. I tried to search it yesterday. If I can find it before we post this, I'll put the link in the description. Cubicle Chronicles. And we start talking about TV shit. We start talking about the Shy and Power, and she was mentioning the same thing we talked about, how bad the shows are. So, all right, let's talk about the Shy first. Did you watch the Shy this week?
Yes.
Okay, now last week, my man got a my man is doing all this hustling and all this stuff, wearing nice suits, hanging around Duda, and he can't afford a damn laptop. Now,
I
what
said the
type of
same
shit
thing.
is
I said
this?
the damn jacket he got on costs more than the laptop.
Right. And then my man, he didn't have money for a laptop. Then they show my man, the kid is like what? About what?
16,
19?
17.
Oh, okay. They got him typing on a damn typewriter. What kid that age is going to use a damn typewriter? I'd rather
Do
just
they?
write
Can
it
you even
out.
find one of those? Like who still has those?
Exactly. You'll have to go on eBay or something, and you know that
Right.
shit'd be expensive. Like if I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to go and try to get a VCR, buy a VCR or something, you know them shits is gonna be expensive. It ain't even worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you just better off just writing and handwriting
Yeah.
it. So
And
now,
then
go
and
ahead.
then he knew Duda didn't want him to write the book. He asked Duda for some money up front. What you call it? A cash advance to get the
Y-
laptop.
Yeah.
Duda said, "Get the fuck out of my face." So he know Duda didn't want him to have the laptop. So why bring the laptop to Duda's spot when they having a party?
Yes.
That was
Why the
stupid.
shit ain't in the house? Who would bring their laptop there like that?
To a party,
Right.
exactly. Around your boss that don't want you to have no laptop or write a book.
And
That
then
was so
not to
stupid.
not to mention when a guy told him about how he was like, well, who no. He was talking to Jake. And he was like, well, who knows about the story you were trying to write? So he broke it down like, well, he broke it down to people that knew and
He
his
only said
sister
two
knew.
people: my teacher and the sister.
Right. And he was like, so who you think told? The teacher don't know Duda, so it had to be the sister. So why would you bring that to him to his spot
Can
anyway?
hold on. Can you just say Duda for me?
Duda.
Yeah,
Zippity Duda.
not Duda. How you keep saying it?
Go ahead.
No, that's all. I just wanted to correct you because you keep saying it and it drives me crazy. Just say Duda.
What difference does it make?
Say the correct name. It makes a big difference.
And then and me and my cousin talked about how what the hell is Lala, and Lala just happened to be all back in the kitchen again, and Vic Mensa. Now we got this hearing impaired sister in there. It's just too much stuff going on. Like what the hell is they
Hmm.
doing in this kitchen? Now all
That's
of a
what I
sudden
said.
they
I said
working in
we
the
ain't
kitchen.
seen Lala in forever, and now all of a sudden she's right back in the mix like nothing happened.
Right. Yeah, that's stupid. What else happened? Uh, uh,
Homeboy got shot in the head after threatening Duda like he's somebody. Like if Duda big in the streets, who's threatening him? Who's talking shit to him like that?
right, our boy Leon. I think his name is Ron on the show, if I'm not
Robert.
mistaken. Robert, okay. Yeah. Our boy in and out. That was so stupid too. It's the dumbest thing in the world with these people hiding in the back seat of the car like you ain't gonna know somebody back there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
they, and
the
they do it all the time in all the shoes.
right. And the car is now you unlock the door, the interior lights up. So you gonna know who's in there or not.
Mm. And then I was telling Shay like, why every girl on these shows got to be little sluts? So now the baby is not the rapist baby, is the goddamn other gangsters.
Right.
So she was messing with Emmett first, then she was messing with the coach. Remember the coach, the track coach?
Yes.
So during her time with the track coaches, when she was banging the gangster, right before she
Yes.
got kidnapped and raped. Like,
Mm-hmm.
god damn, you know what I mean?
Yep. Mm. Now he got to deal with. I mean, like, look, he can't get mad about it. Like, what the hell? Like, you already knew what you was jumping into when you got involved in that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a mess. The show is a complete mess. What else happened?
Uh, and then they said the girl mom broke up. They never even showed us that. The show ended with them still together, and then a new season. Remember, I said that? I said they never show the other mom,
Yep.
and then they
And
just mentioned, oh yeah, we broke up.
then they when they did the first episode, you know how they say previously on the show,
Hmm.
it showed about how the girl came to the old flame had came to was working at her job.
Right.
So my thing is, if the girl wasn't gonna be on there, why would you show that?
Because they full of crap, and they just squeeze that in on us. When they do these previously on the shy, they show, and other shows do it too, where they show clips that they never showed before. It's almost like they did an editing to make the video shorter, and then they showed us the clips that got edited out. So a lot of times we see shit and be like, hold on, I don't remember this shit.
Yep. And then how would the brat know where the lady live at? Because then they banged in like a hotel or
hmm
something.
And the bread is
So
big, boy.
yeah,
Was she
well, you know,
pregnant
she
when
just
she was filming?
no, that's just probably pregnancy weight. Uh,
After
uh,
pregnancy, what you mean?
yes. So yeah, like how in the world would they know? And all of a sudden, she just gonna knock on her door and on a humbug or whatever. Come on now, if you
Dude is
want,
supposed, yeah.
go go
I was just
ahead.
gonna say, dude, I'm back on Duda because he's supposed to be the biggest gangster in the neighborhood, but you never see him making phone calls, drug transactions. You never see us connect. You never see nobody pick up drugs from him or bring him money. He just hang out in the chop shop all day.
And then how in the hell he got his hands into everything?
Everybody, exactly. Everybody in the town fucking owe Duda fucking some money and shit.
Right now the pastor is involved with him.
And he remind me of that pastor from that show we used to watch, the R&B pastor.
Yeah.
And I was telling Shay about that show, and she didn't know what I was talking about. I said I can't remember the name of it, but I asked Roy.
You talking about the pastor that the one that talk about some
Yeah, the
it
young
was
girl
all the
wife that wanted
pastor
to be
real
R&B.
yeah the pastor reality show you talking about.
Yeah, what was the name of that?
I don't know the name of that show. And the dude and the old pastor was like, hell yeah, I bring my gun. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you had the young pastor there that had the young girl or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
shit, I don't remember the name of
the
that shit.
old gangster pastor with all the old school cars and shit.
Yeah. I don't remember the name of it. But yeah, anything else about the show?
The shy. It's just stupid. Like the pastor, what's the new Jake? Jake and his girl. She still want to be with him, knowing he wants an open relationship just to bang whoever he can. So why is she getting mad? Leave a bounce or deal with it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like I said before, it's the same shit that they made Emmett go through with Tiff. She wanted to open a relationship, he didn't. Like, why is it got to be all about this and not street shit?
Right. Right. It's just too much stuff going on in there. Hopefully this will be the last season, but I doubt it. I
As,
doubt it.
as long as females love this show and support it, it's gonna always be around.
Right. So, all right, did you watch your favorite show was back? Did you watch Power?
Yep, and I
Power?
joined every minute of the bullshit.
Nah. First of
So much
all,
bullshit, but it's more entertaining.
right, okay. You got if I had a child and my child wanted to go to this college they into, I would tell them absolutely not. So they running around being chased. There's no security in sight. Then they go to the parking lot. He
The
kills
airport. You
he
talking about the
kills
airport?
yeah, he kills the cop. He kills the cop.
Oh, you talking about arguing in the parking lot. Right, right.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
he kills the cop and in a parking lot where it should be 1,000 cameras of you entering and exiting and what was going on inside the parking lot. Then you try to frame it that the cop we shot at somebody with no cameras in sight. What the hell type of
Well, he
school is
framed it that
this?
somebody was that the guy was after the cop. So after the cop got hit, he picked up the cop gun and shot after the bull like that. That's why he framed it, which is more bullshit because the
Right.
cop was damn near interviewing him in the fucking parking lot. If you want to
Right.
talk to him, you put him in the car and take him to the station. What's all
exactly.
this standing around and explaining that got going on?
And then they gave the cop a background story and everything, and he ain't even last what about 2 3 episodes. So then you have Drew. Drew kidnaps the sister,
Mm-hmm.
and they're in the dock, running around in the dock. There's no cameras in the dock, and Tariq hits him. I assume he stole the truck, and
Tariq and them
hit.
stole the Escalade, yeah.
No, I'm talking about the truck that he hit Drew with.
Oh, okay, to pick up.
Yeah, there's no cameras in sight or nothing.
That whole scene was stupid because after he hit Drew, Drew damn near fucking banged up and stupid. Let him get away. Why you just kill him right there? He crawls and falls out of the truck. You got two boys, both you and your boy got guns, and y'all let him just fucking hobble away.
Right. And then these supposed to be criminals, right? But they stay on the cell phone telling all their business on the
Mm-hmm.
cell phone. Mary J. Blige is in the hospital with full makeup on. She's dying now, but she got on the full makeup.
Another part that was stupid is because Nona is saying that all of the drugs that Mecca had belonged to her. They're just all over the place with the story because Mecca was working for the feds, so the feds was funneling him drugs and letting him get all his money.
Right.
Automatically jump in and then say he was that stuff belonged to me now. Like everything Mecca did. So if Mecca was working with Nona, the feds already got all that intel. They don't need that shit. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And so it's all over the place. Mecca was working with the feds. He was fucking. They gave him free reign to like make drug deals, do all this shit. So there's no
Right.
way she could then turn around and say all his drugs is now mine when it was the feds' drugs anyway, trying to bring other drug dealers down.
Right. Hmm. Yeah. The show is like all over the place,
Mm-hmm.
and mm, I guess people like it. I don't know. I'm just glad this is the last season.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it being back. I enjoyed the fuckery and the bullshit that's in it. Yeah.
Anything else about the show you want to talk about?
What else happened? I think it's funny, and I don't remember. I don't remember. The daughter. What's her name? What's the daughter name? Tahada. The Tahada daughter.
Um, uh, what's her name?
Diana.
Mhm.
I don't remember Diana sending kill her mom. I don't remember that part.
Sending Tariq.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he did. She did.
I see. I don't remember that. And now Drew talking about you got to kill mommy. You know what I mean, or the story gonna get out or whatever. My
Right.
man Bobby Brown and shit. What's his name? Kane. He
Kane.
just all type of stupid. They got him on stupid left and right.
Right. Chasing people down with a bullet hole in his
Mm,
arm.
holding himself while he bleeding out. And fuck a doctor. Going everywhere too. Going to the college. Going to a rich neighborhood to beat up a rich white kid in his
Right.
house, and ain't no cops
Hmm.
looking for him.
Right. Now you know good and well that if that would have happened, them people would that family would have been on the phone calling 911, and the 911 would have been over there in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's power, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah. I enjoy Power more than I enjoy the Shy.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And like you said, it's the last episode, but I can see them doing another spin off, having Tariq and the fucking Braden fucking go to another city and do some shit.
who would
Because
be? I can I can see them. Well, can they do power stuff if 50 Cent ain't involved? Isn't 50 Cent not involved with them anymore?
I
If
don't
I'm not
know.
mistaken,
I don't know. I
I,
think
I
he
can
is, but I'm not sure.
I can see them doing something with Mary J. I can see
See,
them doing
when he
something with
said
her.
y'all got get Meth said y'all got to get out of town. Why don't? And I was thinking like they could just go fucking link up with fucking Uncle Tommy and shit.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I told Shay, I was like, people will watch it because you got a young black dude in the streets and a young white boy. It's almost like some fucking bad version of Miami Vice or some shit.
Yeah, that's a good one. To have the power, but with just Tariq and Braden, and it
Yeah,
with
like move them to
Tommy,
their own thing and do they, you know what I mean?
or,
You don't need
or
all that.
they or with just what you were just saying about having them go to Chicago. Well, remember that they said that was in the past. the Tommy thing. But let's just say I think that's bullshit. But let's just say it's not in the past. But like you just said it, have Braden and Tariq go to Chicago with Tommy, and that can be his crew. Now them two. Yeah, that was a good idea. But yeah, and like I say, I don't think that and Method Man too. I don't see them not using Method Man or Mary J anymore after this show end.
Well, it's always good to have a crooked lawyer around, so he fits the
Right.
bill.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny how he had two girls. Look, little brother, I can't help you right now. As soon as he got finished handling his business with them chicks, all right, now he ready to help him.
Right. But who would stop doing that and use the phone?
I
You
don't
got
know.
two girls in the shower and you gonna stop and use the phone?
I wouldn't even have answered
Exactly. Well, the
it.
girl brought the phone to him.
I'd have threw that phone back on the bed and did what I had to do.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It ain't like you're a lawyer no more. You already said you got disbarred or whatever, some
Right.
charges.
Anything else TV wise?
We watched this show today. What the fuck is this called? What the fuck is this dude name? Lender Milk or something? You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm talking about?
No.
Do you remember the show where the guy would get the newspaper every morning? The paper would have like some future shit that's about to happen, so then he would have to try to clean it up before it happened.
Yes.
It's the same guy that played in that show. Well, he's
Mm-hmm.
like a alcohol recovering counselor. So he has like people that he counsels, like, you know what I mean? And he's pretty much an asshole to everybody. But I tell Shay, and he's not. And she's like, well, all the stuff that he do is the same shit you would do. Like he held the door open for the girl to go into the coffee shop. She goes in the coffee shop, but then she tried to go right up to the counter and order. He's like, whoa, I'm right here. I'm trying to order. She's like, yeah, but you said ladies first. He said, no, that was just to get in the door. I'm not gonna let you order in front of me too. You know what I mean? And then so they get to arguing, whatever. Here, she coming from her job, so she got like fucking 20 orders of special Starbucks orders she want to put in. He like, no, you know what I mean? I'm just ordering my coffee and getting out of here. And then another joint, he was trying to get up the steps, but it was an old man like hogging the steps, walking real slow. So he like, come on, first century man, you know what I mean? Then he wanted to bulldoze in his way like around the side of him. And the dude cursed
Mm-hmm.
him. I said, I can kind of agree with that because sometimes old people do move real slow, and I wouldn't knock him down, and I wouldn't argue.
Yeah.
I just try to squeeze my way around him and go about my business. And I told her I do that on 8th Street all the time. When these old people walking, but they got the whole pavement on block, I squeeze right around them and I keep it moving. But if they say something smart to me, I'll just say like, excuse me, whatever, and I'll keep it moving. Ain't gonna be no conversation unless you conversating to the back of my head.
Right.
So he's trying to hurry up and get up the steps, and then the old man is like got his cane and like struggling to get up the steps, walking real slow. So he kind of like squeezed past him, and then the old man says something to him. But it's that type of shit. And it's I gotta get you the name of it. I know the dude got a weird name. It's like Lender Milk or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's the name of the
that's
show.
like the dude last name, but I think his name is in the title of the show.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
we probably watched like 3 episodes before I got on today, and it's entertaining. I give him that. She says the dude is a straight asshole, but I'm like, all right. I mean, a lot of the shit I kind of agree with what he's going through.
Anything else TV wise?
TV. I'm Naked and Afraid, but you don't watch that.
No.
It's like a goddamn dude back on here. The one dude, he's between. He don't know if you want to be a guy or a girl, so he's a man with his Johnson, but he also got boobs, so they got to blur out his boobs, and he got a beard, like a full beard,
Mm-hmm.
like not trying to be a female. So I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Here he cut his damn thumb off. They patched it up. Then he just cut his foot, and he's complaining like, "Oh my god, I just can't take this. I just keep getting hurt." No, you keep hurting yourself. You know, and then girl catches fish. He like these little fish. You might as well throw them back in. Yeah, but your hurt ass sit in the crib all day long waiting for me to bring you some food. I wouldn't give you shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like some stupid shit like that, but you don't watch it, so you can't really. What else did I watch? I can't think of nothing right now.
Uh, the Mayor of Kingstown is back. That's a good show there. And do you know 60 Days In is back?
Oh yeah, I did watch the first episode or the second episode.
I didn't see the second episode, but I seen the first one. And boy, oh boy, it's a prison, and damn near everybody in there is white.
It's like a prison set right in fucking Kensington and
Yeah,
Allegheny and stuff. Everybody around there is fucking zombie fucking meth heads.
Oh yeah, they all on drugs, and it's funny that black guy said, "Well, look, I'm gonna stick out like a sore thumb in here."
Hmm. Well, you got to
Yeah,
watch the second episode because they really did them fucking dirty on that. The
mm,
staff.
yeah. I'll watch it when we done. 'Cause I forgot all about it
Hmm.
until this morning. I was like, "Damn, I forgot about 60 Days In." And you know, Fear Thy Neighbor is coming back on at the end of June, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, they got enough material because every time I watch the news, somebody fucking their neighbor up.
Yep.
We had just two here in Philadelphia or Pennsylvania area recently.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you talking about the old man and the old man that
Hmm.
shot the yeah.
Hmm.
Well, he's been crazy. Yeah, well then if that's the case, then why don't you leave him alone?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's the only thing TV wise that I looked at. Mayor Kingstown, and 60 Days In. I only watched the first episode.
Hmm.
Uh, what about movies? Any movies you looked at?
I don't think I watched nothing I can think of. I did watch. I mean, I took Ava to the movies to see that kid movie. If I didn't know, I kept wondering to myself, why do you keep calling it If? But that's imaginary friend.
Is this Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
Every time when Ryan Reynolds talk, I always think about Deadpool.
Hmm.
But how did you like?
It was an okay movie. You know what I mean. Seneca took her daughters. She said her daughter was there crying.
Is
I
it
Ava didn't cry. She probably don't know understand the concept, but like what was going on to make you want to cry.
right?
But it was all right. I can see why because I got a little emotional. I didn't cry or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Only because it's the girl from Walking Dead, and I like her as an actor. And the way she was crying, she did a good acting job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she was so good at on the Walking Dead, also.
Yeah, so she's like, I guess she's like a new face on the rise.
Right.
But it was cool.
Mm-hmm. Well, I watched Transformer: Rise of the Beast. Did you see that?
No, I haven't seen. I saw like the first two Transformers, and after that, I ain't watching no more. To me, I
They
thought it started getting stupid.
Yeah, what they need to do, well, give them props because they did go back to the with the Bumblebee movie. I think that no, it's two Bumblebee movies, right?
I only
It,
know of the one.
okay, was John Cena in that one?
I can't remember. I think so. Yeah, I think so, but I'm not
Okay.
sure. There's only one Bumblebee movie. I think though.
And you know how they went back to the original look of how Optimus Prime looked and all that stuff
Hmm.
because they got a little carried away in the other ones. But
Right. Yeah, that was
get
crazy.
yeah, get them props because they still kept the Optimus Prime, in his original.
Is this the one? Is this the one when they showed the Transformers and they couldn't transform, and then the thing gave them the thing so they couldn't transform? Did
No,
they go back to that? That might have been a
no.
cartoon. Something I was watching the trailer for Transformers, and it was like they was working in a factory. It was like Prom and I think it was Megatron and maybe Bumblebee or something. Working in the factory, they couldn't transform. They like didn't have like the gift or whatever. And
Hmm.
then it was like one of the robots gave them like the jewel to put in their chest or whatever, and allowed them to transform.
No, this wasn't.
Uh,
This was based in the '90s, so it was a lot of '90s hip hop music.
mhm,
And what happened was that they had the see, I don't know much about the dinosaur transformers. I couldn't tell you about that. I think I was a little too old when they
mhm.
came into town. But the dinosaur the
Dinobots.
dinosaur they didn't call them Dinobots. They called them
Mhm,
something else. um they got in a fight. It was these keys that make them go back to their home world, but the bad guys wanted the key so they can bring in other people to destroy the world. So
mhm,
they hid the keys, and that was the chase, like how we gonna get the keys and all that stuff.
mhm,
So that's how they had linked up with the dinosaur transformers. They didn't call them Dinobots. They called them
mhm,
something. They called them something else. So it could they need to what they need to do is they need to get someone. They got all these people that's in the Transformers and all that shit. They got comic book writers and everything. Why they just can't create a good script? a Transformer script because it's almost like it's a no brainer. It's easy to do,
Mm-hmm.
and have Megatron, Starscream, Soundwave, have all those people in there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they did. Well, something. Well, do you want me to give it away or?
Sure.
Well, there's something could be on the horizon. It could be a GI Joe and Transformers mashup. Now, if they do that, that'll be good because the kid saved the world, of course, and he was trying to look for a job, and the guy was sitting around talking to him, and he knew that yeah, we know you went to such and such and all that stuff because nobody knew other than like he had a little brother, and him and the little brother would communicate on the radio, the CB, and he was the only one that knew that where he was going and all that stuff because he was like, yeah, your brother told you not to talk like that on a radio. He said, yeah, I know you've been to such and such such and such, and he's like, yeah, well, you know what, come work for us. And he gave him the card, and it was a GI Joe card.
No shit. That'd be
So
cool.
yeah, if they do a mashup like that, and they can give the young man, I don't know who was Latino on the GI Joe. Well, whatever. There's definitely a Latino one on there, but they can just give him that character, and they can have the Transformers on there too. So if they do it that way, maybe
Mm-hmm.
it'll be good. But they need to start having better writers on these Transformer movies. It's way too many people out there that can give a better script. And it was me. I have all the guys I just mentioned, and I wouldn't change their damn look or whatever. I'll bring having the original look.
Mm. I like the original looks better than all this newer shit.
Right. So the Asian action movie I looked at is Kitty the Killer. This is a Thailand movie. It's about these assassins, the group of young girl assassins, and they have like a head. Well, he was kind of an assassin too, but he died. So he had told this guy that's like hate his job and all that stuff. He told him all about the secret and everything, and how he wanted him to be the next person in charge. So he trained to be the next person in charge, and one of the other assassin groups was killing all the other assassin group. So they had to try to find out who was doing it. In terms of action, the action now this was it was more of a drama to me because there wasn't really too many action scenes in it other than the ending. So wasn't that much karate. They just was using swords and all that stuff. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably give it a 4. I'll give it a 4. I wasn't a fan of the action or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the only two movies I seen. Oh, by the way, the TV show you were talking about is The Preachers of L.A.
Preachers of LA.
Yes.
Yeah, she might want
hmm
to check it out. She might have
hmm
to watch that on her own time when I'm at work.
hmm You're like, yeah, I do keep my gun. Well, all right, y'all. You can reach the Judgementals on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube at PNL Judgementals, Instagram at the_judgmentals, or you can email us at pnljudgmentals@gmail.com. All right, Phil.
All right. Peace out, y'all.